Yes, we do. Hello, everyone. Hey, nice to see you. Good to see you.
Yeah.
Welcome, everyone, to the LSD show, Letting Spirit
All right.
Drive. No intro. We just said, hey,
We just
we're
said,
just,
yeah, we'll get right to it. We'll get right to the,
yeah,
yeah, fire
absolutely.
up our engines.
Yeah. So we are hoping to be joined by Linda G. She was going to join.
Mhm.
So she did mention that she wanted to have a nap. So
Yep,
you
she
know
might
what?
be resting. Yep.
She might be resting. And if that's the case, then
Yep.
rest away. So yeah, it's okay. There's but
Here she
no,
comes.
no.
Yay.
Here she comes. Here she
Uh-huh.
comes.
Hi
Hi,
there.
Linda. Hey,
Yeah.
hey, how are you?
I looked forever for our link. And by the
I'm
way,
so
I
sorry.
found an older one, but the one you just resent, I never got.
Huh?
Really?
That's weird, huh? Let me grab
Well, I
my
sent it to your Gmail, but it looks like it was supposed to go to your, then I sent it to your Comcast. So,
yeah, the Gmail
yeah.
one I got. Hold on.
Okay. Okay.
Okay,
Well,
okay.
we're
Well,
glad you
hey,
made it.
folks.
Yeah.
Yes,
I gotta grab my agua.
All right. Do
yes.
that.
Say hi
Very
to.
nice. Yeah.
Yeah, we'll wait until Linda comes back and whatnot. And
Mm-hmm.
hello to all the folks that are here that have joined us. And just quickly, hello to Cynthia Smith, Cheryl, Annie's Gifts, Emerald Buddha, Mary Starshine, Charlie C. Sage, Kathy Powell,
Mm-hmm.
and that's it. That's it so
Eliza.
far.
Hi, Eliza.
Yeah,
Yeah, you just popped
Eliza.
in.
Yeah, I think when the Linda G factor is going to kick in once her folks know where she is, and
Oh, I
and then
gotta stream
it
it.
will
Come on.
boom. Yeah, it
Yeah,
watch the room explode.
that's
So
true. That's true.
yes, Myth,
Well,
Susie Q, Nancy Detweiler, Three Cats in Mexico, Simran. Simran, I don't know if we're going to be doing any personal
we're not doing
readings.
personal,
So
probably.
yeah,
Although
but
this show is
yeah.
called Letting Spirit Drive, it's wherever spirit takes us.
Yes,
But we've had a few things happen over the weekend that were very strange, so we may be ending up
yes.
talking about that.
Hey,
Um,
listen, you guys, say a quick prayer for Mel because did you see on the Weather Channel?
no,
No, what
Springfield,
is
what?
it?
where
Bad
he
weather?
lives, is getting hit by. He's still power outage. She still has power outage from this morning,
Oh my
and
Oh my
goodness.
goodness.
tornadoes and hail.
Oh,
Oh, please. Okay. Yeah,
yeah.
absolutely. Yeah,
Yeah.
keep Mel in your prayers and
He's in the Chicago area, so we probably have a lot of people that are dealing with
Yeah,
that
a
in
lot of
the
people
area.
here. I don't know. Well, of course,
Yeah.
their power's all been out.
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
All
Makes it hard to join us. Whoops.
Yeah.
And he said it's really, really powerful wind. So,
You
We're
know,
getting some real bad stuff, aren't we? Yeah.
yeah.
hi, Dan. Dan's here. Dan had oh, hi, Lisa. Dan
Hello,
had that
guys. Look.
surgery. He was retiring as a teacher, and then he found out he had to have the surgery. That guy had so much sick time on the books. I was glad he was finally able to use it.
I've
Oh
got
my
about 300 hours of it myself,
Yeah.
and I can't. Yeah. So, yeah, it's good to have it
Yeah.
so you can. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
And yes. Someone wanted to know if this was live now. Yes, it is. And what did I tell you? We're up at 456, and and things are just going to
Keep going
go
up.
on and on and on from here.
True.
So,
That's true.
so what have you been up to, Linda? What have you?
Well, I had to put my dog down, my precious baby. That was tough.
I lost mine on Wednesday.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And you feel like your heart got.
Oh yeah. It's awful. Yeah.
And how many animals have you had to put down?
8. Yeah. Over like, my life. But recently, it's always April. It's I lost 3 or 4 of them in April, and I got a dog who was born in April, and I named her April Joy because it was like I was having April terror, you know. And then I have another puppy now that was born in April, so I have 2 April babies. But yeah, it's awful. And this one, she just walked outside, laid down in the rain, and was wailing. And they think she had sepsis. They don't. She was gone like that. You know, I had to put her down. But yeah,
they recommended putting Lulu down before the sepsis kicked in, because what happened is she was full of cancer in her gut.
Yeah,
and a big old lymph node was in there. They couldn't operate.
Yeah.
And they said, what's going to happen is she's going to back up, and so what we did was we went ahead on Easter Sunday, she did 5 drops of poo-poo, just little tiny drops. And then the next day, nothing. So I called the lady and she put her down, but she wasn't acting uncomfortable. She ate like a
mine was wailing. Yeah. She was in pain. I said, I can't have that.
No.
Yeah.
It doesn't. It never gets any easier. You would think that because you've been through it once, maybe twice.
Yeah.
You know what to anticipate. And yes, logically you do, but emotionally, no.
Yeah.
It's the.
And I still have Jack.
Yes.
Yes, that's right. Yeah. Yep. Yeah. And I have 2. I have 2 that are left, but I lost one last June, and then this one. So it wasn't even 9 months between the 2.
Do you get special made dogs, or do you get?
These 2 were breeding mothers that were retired, and they really bonded very tightly. But these 2 that are alive, I bought as puppies. So
yeah, I would go to the
to the Humane Society
Animal Center, and yes, if I was to ever get another dog, I would never.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I think what people forget is that the joy that they do bring you is not, I won't say it's worth the pain, but it offsets the pain.
From the time I brought Lulu home at 6 months, she had to have that surgery for her back legs. $7,000. That dog I paid more money for.
I understand. Yeah. I just paid $4,000.
Not that it's not worth it, but it costs an arm and a leg.
It does. It does. You're right. Yeah.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah. And hello to all the folks that are coming in.
Welcome everybody.
Yeah, absolutely. Give yourself a big hug and tell yourself that attention.
Where are you from? Is anybody going through the storm out in the Midwest?
Yeah. Linda's saying that Mel in Chicago is going through big wind and rain and stuff. And Kathy Tolke, in the Midwest. Okay, it's been bad all day. Yeah. Absolutely.
And it's funny that you mentioned the wind, because what is it, Monday? So it would have been on, I think, Friday. Yeah, that I woke up in the middle of the night thinking that the roof was coming off the house, like, hearing sounds that were really, really unusual. And that's what it was. It was a really, really strong wind. And it was very windy the next day. And of course, we got a little bit of snow, but it's pretty much gone now. But so
we're going to start having more powerful winds because of changes in the temperature. So we might need those hooks like they do in Florida for hurricanes on the roof.
Yes.
To secure a roof.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Really, it's been a very bad winter / spring season for a lot of people.
Hi, Water Lily. Hi, Seascape.
Hi, guys.
It's great to see everybody. Thank you for being here.
Yeah, Susan Rotella, thank you very much for that lovely donation. That is very kind and generous of you, as always. And very, very much appreciated. Yeah, Susan is a fabulous supporter of this community. So
very much.
Someone just said hurricane clips. That's what they call them.
Oh, hurricane clips. Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
So we started this show about 2 years ago, I think, Marina, and we it's like we just let spirit drive and tell us what we need to talk about. And Arthur was our usual person that would meet us on the last Monday of the week or of the month. But
Yeah.
he's gotten really, really busy, and we understand that. So we're really pleased to have you here with us today as a special guest. Thank you.
Yes, absolutely.
I did a couple of shows this morning already.
Oh my gosh. Okay. So you're no wonder you needed a nap.
Well, no, I woke up at 2 a.m. I slept yesterday all the day, and then I woke up at 2 and couldn't go back to sleep.
Oh, that's happened to me too.
But I did Mel's show, and then I was on with Ness.
Okay. Well, that's good. Yeah, she's doing very well. Yeah, good for her.
Yes.
So there was a slowed down picture of what happened on Saturday night of somebody taking a picture of the table in the front when the bad actors came in with their guns and everything. And there was a guy, and he picked up what looked like binoculars and started looking at people. And he was sitting there eating before he did that. Did you see that at all?
No.
No?
I didn't see it, but I heard that there was someone that as all this was happening and people were leaving, that there was a person who was sitting there either eating
he was out in the main room. Yes. Yes.
He was eating his chicken.
Yeah.
That would be me. I'd be sitting right next to him.
Right. Definitely. Don't forget the dessert either, you know?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes,
But,
absolutely.
I don't know. Everybody that I've talked to at all says that, you know, this was another false flag. But then I saw the 60 Minutes thing. Did you see the 60 Minutes thing? With Nora.
Yeah.
Yes.
And he took off on her like a little.
Yes, he did.
And by the way, you know, Senator Thurn said he would vote in his new person to take the place of the guy in charge of finances.
Yeah, Jerome Powell.
As long as he got rid of all these things he was going to do. And did you hear him say, Trump say, no, I still intend on investigating. So now they're going to turn it around and say, adios, sucker.
Totally.
Well, it was Tom Tillis, I think, that said he wasn't going to. And then, so he said he would vote in Warsh, who's a real wingy. But you're right. You're right. I hope he doesn't now because, you know, Taco.
Hawaii Down 62, she said, everyone please share Newsweek article released April 24th. My son and other military members are starving overseas. We need to make noise and demand food.
Oh
Can you believe that?
Yeah.
Can you believe that?
She wrote me a while ago, and all she wanted to do was get her care package to him. You know, razor blades, creams, toiletries. They're not delivering nothing.
Yeah.
Well, and you're seeing those food, like there was one that was really ugly looking shish kebab with a blob of something or carrots or something, and they're losing weight. One guy said he lost 17 pounds.
Yes.
Yeah.
And that's not good.
Not at all.
Hungry and serving your country. But of course, the fat orange crush will sit up there. And all these people, by the way, lobster and steak for a lot of them. But the hotel said they froze it and they're giving it to the women's center.
Good.
Oh, okay.
Good.
Okay.
Absolutely. Yeah. Don't let it go to waste.
But I did hear Hakeem Jeffries say if we Democrats get in, that he's not going to impeach him.
What?
That's what Jeffries said. He said he was
not
going to
seen anything like that.
Yeah, he said this morning that he wasn't going to push for impeachment. And so I told my husband, and my husband had a panic attack. He's like, "Are we going to get rid of him?" Yeah. Check it out. Check it out.
Yeah, absolutely. Because we put a lot of faith into Hakeem Jeffries.
Who was the one that said this?
Hakeem Jeffries. Yeah.
Did Hakeem Jeffries say if the Democrats take over, they're not going to impeach Donald Trump?
Yeah.
Wow.
That makes me mad. Not that I want. It's a
No,
stupid
he didn't
way
say
to go.
Democrats
Yeah.
would
Yeah.
never impeach Trump. What he did say is more limited than that. He said recent reporting shows that Hakeem Jeffrey said impeachment would not be the top priority of
The
Democrats
top priority.
to control the House. Oh, let me tell you, that America will march till he's impeached.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
When I read that, I was incensed by it. I thought, they're
Yeah.
not listening to us.
He
What's
won't be
wrong with them?
Speaker of the House.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
They'll vote AOC in.
Yeah, that's
And-
true. Yeah. I would like to see Jamie Raskin even. I'd love to have
Yes.
him in.
Yeah, he's really good too.
Yes, absolutely. And just want to say hello to all the folks who are joining us. We're at 15:19 right now.
Okay.
Thank you.
Uh-huh.
And I just want to remind everyone, please, to like, share, and subscribe to all the channels. And I think the everyone's info is in the description of the video, so you can just go in there and take a look. But we are really, really lucky to have Linda with us tonight, because it's always a treat to.
It is.
Yeah.
Thank you guys.
It's been a while since I've been with
It's
you.
always good to see you guys too.
Yeah.
It's lovely, because I enjoy listening to a lot of the things that you have to say, because you're generally pretty bang on. So
Except Trump won. I couldn't believe it.
Yeah.
Well, you know what? Every once in a while,
Everybody else
Joe
got it.
Biden's take a night
Well,
off.
the guy said man has free will, and
Yeah.
his people need to see how bad he really is.
Yes,
Definitely.
absolutely.
So if you get a
Absolutely.
chance, go on to 60 Minutes Australia. And there was a section last night on the Zorro Ranch. And
Oh, okay.
you know that they will say more than they would ever say here.
Yeah.
And they did. They had a lot to say. Yeah.
They
And it
found
was-
some bodies, I heard.
and there's they found things inside the ranch that had names and other things on them. Yeah. So, yeah.
That's
Yeah.
awful. That's
Uh-huh.
awful.
Yeah.
But if we can just get back to this, the correspondence dinner thing,
Sure.
and I just want to kind of get you guys' perspective on, was it staged, or was it just a thing of opportunity, and how easy it is for us to jump to the it was staged mindset.
Well, the butler was staged.
Yes, it was.
Yeah,
I
absolutely.
got some inside information that I can't repeat, but
I
people
understand.
who know this
Yeah.
was staged.
Absolutely.
But
And this, the idea of this, that so many of us, me included, saying, "Oh yeah, well, who didn't see this coming? That he would do that." It's kind of like, the boy who cried wolf.
Mhm.
Is this administration has lied so much
I know.
that even if this particular part of it is true, people are going, nah, don't buy it.
Yeah.
Nobody buy, and going through there with just one gun in his arm. What the heck? It was just a nothing burger.
Yeah.
He didn't get killed.
No.
No.
But there's
No.
two things. They found three things, actually. There's a tie to the butler, and it had something to do with an ex name, and a picture. And then they found him in a picture, the Cole, the guy that they're saying
Yes.
did it, in a IDF sweatshirt.
I saw that. Yeah.
Yes.
And that apparently was it was AI generated.
It
Oh,
was.
it was?
Yeah.
Okay.
That
Okay.
people who looked
Which is
at it
hard
and
to
said,
tell now. Yeah. Yeah.
Exactly. That the
Yeah.
coloring was off, and it was just too clear and too
Okay.
just a little too perfect.
Well, that's good to know. Well,
Yeah.
what about the California Teacher of the Year interview that was given, and Usha Vance was in that video back in 2017.
Really?
He could have been working with those
She
teachers.
could have been. Yeah, she could have been. It's just weird, though,
I know.
isn't it? Yeah. Yeah. And then they come in and they swoop JD out before they swoop out the other one.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Just
Yeah.
very, very
And-
strange.
Did you see what's her face?
Good idea. Go home and stay there.
I said, "Shut up, Biash."
Yes. Yeah.
And she doesn't look pregnant to me. Is she pregnant, Linda? Is
No.
Erica pregnant?
No.
I didn't think
No,
so.
you know who's pregnant and leaving? Somebody said, "Why is she leaving? Is she in trouble?" His press secretary.
Oh yeah,
Oh, yes, right, yeah.
Carolyn.
Yeah, she's due in the next couple weeks or whatnot.
Yeah.
But finally, that woman spoke the truth, the absolute truth on Saturday before the dinner when she said, "And shots will be fired." She finally said the truth. So,
Yeah, isn't that something?
and whether it's true or not, I heard, so correct me please if I'm repeating garbage, but I heard that her husband was telling her to just be extra careful before she went to talk to this reporter. And as she was talking to the reporter, her cell phone went dead, like nothing on it. So, and it was apparently someone who was sitting at, or would have been sitting at the table with them, who overheard the husband telling her to be.
But you heard that inside that place they turned off everybody's cell phones.
Oh, they did? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay, well then maybe that's exactly what
Maybe
happened.
that's why.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well, and
totally.
then there's the picture of Stephen Miller pushing Katie Miller, and she's very pregnant. But the picture of him has his hand on her breast.
He's like yanking her by her boob. Did you see she kept trying to reach behind, but she couldn't grab him because his wiener's so little.
She thinks that all Democratic men are ugly, and that's why they don't.
My God.
And I'm thinking, God, your husband is one of the ugliest people I've ever seen.
Not only ugly physically, but just
emotionally.
It's terrible.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So I read just before coming on that apparently Melania Trump has suggested to ABC that they might want to do something about a comment that Jimmy Kimmel made about her, and this was before Saturday, about her being a professional widow or something along those lines. Anyway, referring to her as a widow. And it's one of those things that, bitch, sit down. You're praying for that day. Like, you can't wait for that moment.
Well, at this event, did you see Trump didn't allow any comedians?
No.
That's true.
No. So
yeah,
exactly. So we'll see what they're going to say, but they're
the picture of the mentalist that they had there. There's Trump. There's the mentalist. He was predicting what KK Carolyn's baby's name was going to be, and that's what that piece of paper was he was holding up, and he just revealed it, and then the shots came in. And if you looked at Trump's face, he was like, oh, there it is.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Melania is the only one who gave any kind of reaction.
Yes,
she really did.
First thing I'd have done is started grabbing my steak and my potatoes and dumping them in a napkin and carrying them with me because
Yeah.
I ain't gonna leave some good food laying around.
Well, there was a
Um,
lady, she was packing in the bottles of champagne. She was grabbing them off the table.
I don't blame her. I don't blame her.
I don't either.
Hey,
Yeah.
hey,
Yeah.
it's gonna go somewhere, okay?
Yeah. I just
Yeah.
couldn't get that guy just cutting his chicken and eating his chicken.
Uh-huh.
And people were on the ground around him.
Uh-huh. Yeah. They
Yeah.
were.
Scared, but Trump wasn't scared.
So,
No.
no, he wasn't. And I heard that some lady was saying she was at the table with Marco and his wife. He got up to pee, and that's when everything happened. And they all went under the table, and Marco's wife was leading them in a prayer underneath the the curtain, the table. So yeah, there was some really interesting things that
Yes.
were going on there. Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't you think it was crazy to have that whole cabinet there? I don't know how they all got
because
invited.
it's unheard of. They know better, especially in a non-secured place. What would they think? Maybe this was planned. Maybe they were hoping to get rid of somebody like Marco.
I think they just wanted, because the ballroom now has a reason, because he made this a reason. But now, Lindsey Graham just said this afternoon that we'll be taking the money out of the government will be paying for the ballroom, not him, not his. Remember, he said all these people gave.
He always says stuff. It doesn't mean it's going to happen.
That's right.
Exactly. And yeah, Trump is never going to see that ballroom.
I've never seen it. I could be wrong, but I've never seen it. With foreign steel, or real slap in the face to our American steel company.
Yeah, exactly. So no, that's that. I don't see that. I don't see that happening. And yeah, somebody had asked. I just saw it go across earlier about will we find out that the election was stolen?
Yeah.
And they asked, will we find that out before the midterms? I don't think before the midterms.
No, really.
All this is over, and all kinds of stuff. And 2020 was not stolen. But what happened is Elon Musk helped.
Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah.
Yep.
Exactly.
That's very
true.
true.
I can't help but I keep seeing that the picture of Elon Musk going up to Trump. Trump was on stage and he leaned in, and I swear I heard him say, "It's done, you won." It's done, you won.
Who?
Elon said it to Trump.
Yeah, Elon said it to Trump on election night before any of the stuff started.
I totally believe that.
Yeah.
Cynthia Smith says a judge ordered a stop on that ballroom. He has to rebuild with his money, not taxpayers' money, because he didn't go to Congress or anyone to ask permission to do that.
Yeah.
No, and he can't do it. It's not his house. It's the people's house.
That's true.
So
that's very true.
Absolutely.
Yep. This is a good question. Do we think it was because of Trump's frontal dementia that he had no emotional response?
That could be, because his affect is real flat.
It is. I was watching, not for long, believe me, but I was watching something that was in his first administration, something he was saying, and he sounded really clear and concise compared to now. Now he just doesn't make any sense at all. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely. You can see the decline every single day.
And then he's like this with these men. What do you guys, let me ask a question. What do you guys think about Prince Charles coming here?
I kind of am pissed about it.
Advice of the UK.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
UK didn't want him to come.
Yeah.
I think he's afraid of
retribution. Okay. People need to offend him.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, their prime minister already tells Trump off.
Yeah.
Did he call him pencil dick or something like that?
Uh-huh.
There's I think part of the reason that Charles would come and, would go through the game playing and all that. I think he wants to find out what else is in the Epstein files about his brother.
I also think it has something to do with money.
Mhm.
Something to do with money.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
Trump can be very generous towards people he likes. So, they're looking for money.
Yeah, that's
Mhm.
all they're looking for.
I
Yeah.
don't see William or Kate coming here
No.
while Trump is in office. Remember when he insisted in going in that carriage, and the carriage went in circles at Buckingham Palace so he could ride in it? He wanted to ride in the carriage. And after he left, apparently they had to fumigate it.
Oh,
And the
no doubt.
bedroom too that he slept in.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah. Mhm.
Yeah. No, I think you're right. There's no way that William and Kate would come. I think even if Charles said you have to,
Yeah.
they
Well,
probably say no.
he's coming at the request of the UK government. I've seen people marching the streets telling him not to go. So,
Well, yeah. Yeah. I mean, it couldn't be Starmer telling him that, could it? Because he's against Trump, I would think. I think he's spoken up against him. Yeah.
mm,
So it must be the more conservative part of maybe the parliament. Don't
well,
you think?
the English could be very traditional. This
Yeah.
is a 250-year thing.
Yes.
Mhm.
But he's not coming in to enjoy in the festivities. He's coming to sort of off the date. So we'll see.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But there's definitely a reason, and particularly since of what happened on Saturday, you would think that Charles and his people would use that as something's going
We're
on.
going to take a little step back.
Yeah. So
I think Charles likes him. I know the
Really?
Queen didn't like him.
Yeah.
Remember, she wore Obama's brooch.
yes.
Right.
But I think because he does something for Charles, or he gives him something.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Could very well be.
Yeah.
Because he's never really been outspoken against Trump. He's been outspoken against Epstein.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, we don't know what the connection is there with Ghislaine Maxwell and the Maxwells and the royal family.
Yes, that's
right. So I think it goes a little deeper than what we're getting, but
And he's king now. All these years, his mother was queen, and now he represents, and he might have just wanted that one time to represent for the UK. But if the government's telling him to go, I haven't heard that. I do know that the people say, "Don't go, don't go."
Yeah. No, there was a lot of people who didn't want him to go. So I have no idea what they're going to do at the.
And I believe that he's very dutiful. That's the way he was raised.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. And he didn't get he should have been given the chance, I think, to be the king for much earlier than he was.
Yeah, but he's very proper manners. Takes the dishes out the sink before he takes a dump in it.
There you go. He was brought up proper. He was.
Manners.
So people are wondering if you think that 45/7 will pardon Ghislaine Maxwell.
Who will? Oh, he wants to badly.
Because he wants her to shut up? Is that why?
No, he's already promised her he would, but he can't do it now because everybody's Epstein.
Right.
But I think he might go before he has a chance to pardon her.
And he's also said to everybody in his cabinet, don't worry, you can do anything you want because I will pardon you. But if he leaves before that,
drops dead or whatever.
Yeah. Somebody said that Vance was meeting with Rupert Murdoch. What do you think about that? Yeah. He's, because he's trying to.
Is he talking on a breathing machine? Jesus, he's old.
He's near 100, isn't he? Yeah. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. He's
Mm-hmm.
Hi, Vivian.
hey, Viviani.
Mm-hmm.
And for those,
I have no clue. They're all so underhanded with.
Oh, I know.
yes.
With
Yeah.
the coins. And by the way, all those people that put a deposit down for his gold for iPhones never got an iPhone.
I don't think they
not.
even got their sneakers. I don't even think
No. No.
Oh my
Ever,
God.
ever.
I've never seen anybody be able to schmooze enough to get whatever they want. I need money. Okay, here you go.
Yeah, I know. I
Did
know.
you see he's given a whole bunch of money to the Saudi Arabia?
Yes. Yeah.
Because he's trying to make amends for the fact they did nothing to help them when the shooting began with Iran.
Yep, that's true. And I'm hearing that all of our bases in the Middle East are actually completely decimated.
That's
There
what
are
I
no
heard
ba-
too.
Yeah,
God, I just
and that,
really
we've got a lot of death that isn't being reported.
And I
Yeah.
hear this is hearsay. You can't take this
Yeah,
to the bank.
right,
But
that's for sure.
They're having a hard time with the military.
Yes.
The
Absolutely.
military is saying, "Oh hell no, you can't
Yeah.
send me over there."
And I don't blame them. None of
No.
them, they don't want to be there. Well, they're not even being fed. So,
Exactly.
The girl, let's tell them to ship us over there. Just give me some package of noodles and cheese.
new weight loss method.
That's
There you
right.
go.
Yeah.
Would fatten them up in a New York minute. Make all kinds of brownies.
Absolutely. And yeah, the idea, and I mentioned this the other day, did no one ever tell anyone in the Trump administration or even Trump himself that the army marches on a stomach? Is that not a saying? Is that
I
not
think so.
something that,
Oh yeah, yeah.
so,
Yeah.
you
Definitely.
take care of your soldiers first. You
Mhm.
don't leave them, out in the ocean and
For
whatnot,
entertainment
hungry
purposes.
and losing weight and
Yeah.
and being miserable.
Mhm.
What's that going to do to morale?
I don't see that Hedgehog misses a meal or a drink.
Oh Lord, no, never, ever.
Well, it's very interesting that I saw a picture of RFK being taken out by the Secret Service. His wife is walking behind them with no protection at all. Cheryl walking behind him. Nobody's helping her. And all the other wives were treated the same way.
Yeah, they're right ahead of him. They could care less.
Wow. Well,
Yeah.
I don't know.
I would have insisted that my husband pick me up and carry me out of there. And my
That's
girl
Really?
pointed
Yeah.
and been kicking back and forth
That's right.
Uh-huh.
with my tray with my food on it.
That's right. Yeah.
Linda, what would happen to you if you were on a plane and they had to evacuate it and you got to the door and they said, you can't bring that with you, put that down? What would you do?
Keep going.
I got to eat my meat. I got to eat my dessert. Yeah.
Yeah.
I love it.
Good.
I love
Try
it. Yeah.
try and
But
stop.
it's funny how people, especially when a plane's on fire, I wouldn't grab nothing.
No, I know.
But did you ever see, like, I can't remember what crash it was. Fortunately, nobody died. But
Mhm.
everybody was running out of the plane, phones up in hand,
Taking
with their
videos.
travel bag behind them with the phones up. Another time there was a shooting in an airport. Somebody started shooting at TSA. People were running around. People had their phones.
Yeah,
it's most
those
important
are
to get
probably the applicants for next year's Darwin Award winners. Yes, here I am.
Yeah.
Well,
Oh my God.
And then that guy eating his salad or his chicken or whatever, he's just like that, really. But no sweat on his brow.
No,
He wasn't worried
Yeah.
about it.
no.
Yeah.
And the other thing that there was a picture that was released of these folks kind of in an area off of where the dinner was supposed to be. And for people who had just gone through this traumatic event,
Mhm.
they did not look traumatized. They
No,
were
they were smiling. Yeah, they were smiling.
Yeah, they were all smiling.
Yeah.
So I don't know. And yeah, it just doesn't feel right. It just doesn't feel right.
It doesn't feel like people were shook up. I would be real shook up if there were shots.
Yes.
I would have been real shook up.
Yeah,
Imagine
absolutely.
shooting close range like that, not hitting anybody.
I heard he wasn't even in the room, Linda. I heard he was upstairs.
Well, yeah, he
So,
would have had to go.
Yeah.
Let me tell you, wasn't Iran that planned this, because Iran would have had more than one person, and they would have done something that caused the whole top floor to crash into the bottom floor.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah.
Very
Absolutely.
true.
Absolutely.
Like the Manchurian candidate.
Book Bewitched said Linda's purse would be full of champagne.
Yes. Totally.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah.
Totally. Yeah, exactly.
Mhm.
Why do you want to leave it on the table? What? You
And
know.
then I would have had my phone. I'm in the middle of the epicenter.
Yes.
Wait a minute, I gotta boot up my show so I can tell people what's going on.
Wait.
And they were doing that. The reporters were doing that.
Yes.
What's
Yeah.
her name from MSNBC? Stephanie Rules. She went back to the studio and went
She
live.
looked fabulous. Did you see her dress? Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, I
I
like
would
the
be like,
glasses.
what's that
Yeah.
smell? Oh, I'm near Trump.
Yes. Yeah.
Very
Absolutely.
much so.
Absolutely.
Uh-huh.
Oh my goodness. Well, there's things are changing. I do feel like
You
things
feel it, huh?
are-
Yeah.
things are changing, and I'm glad that we're able to look at some of what's going on and laugh about it and have a good sense of humor about it.
Yeah,
Because-
fortunately, no one was killed. Not even the
Yes.
shooter. He wasn't
Right.
killed.
Yeah. So, yeah, we do. We're almost at the top of the mountain. I think in just a few more steps and we'll be at the top of the mountain, and then we'll be able to stand up there and go, yay, hallelujah.
Mhm.
Because this is all the players are doing the things that they should be doing for us to see.
Transparent. Yeah, they
Yeah.
can't hold it back anymore.
No.
That we know their personality and how they are. It's not a secret.
70% of Americans, they did a poll, think this whole thing was a fake.
Yes.
Pretty big. Yeah.
So do we think his numbers would change? They're not going to change.
No. And I heard earlier today that one of the comments that several people had made was, well, yes, it was probably staged because his numbers are so low that
Mhm.
this would increase his numbers. And the person said, well, actually, when you look back at what happened, especially in Butler, his approval rating went up by 0.5%.
Oh, that's
And
all?
that's
Oh.
all. Yeah,
Okay.
They
So-
cheated to win this one. Yeah.
Yeah.
absolutely.
I had no idea.
No, it's not. No, King Charles is not Muslim. No.
No. Yeah. I know.
Yeah, he is the leader of the Church of England.
Yeah. They're
Yeah.
very definitely Episcopalian Church of England. Yeah.
Yeah.
I did see that Vladimir Zelensky, I was watching Al Jazeera the other night, which is an
Yeah.
interesting thing to watch.
Yeah.
And they had Zelensky on there, and the new leader that took over from Orban, which was wonderful, has
Yes.
promised some kind of a couple $1 million.
Oh, I
billion.
know. It's beautiful.
I know. It's about time.
And the UK just gave him a whole bunch of money.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm hoping that that's going to help him, because this has dragged, what has it been, like 6 years or something?
Yeah,
Yes.
they're winning and winning. They just keep winning. I love
Yeah.
it.
So much.
Mhm.
So
Mhm.
much. It's incredible.
Mhm.
Incredible.
I think Zelensky's got all the cards.
I agree.
Yes, he does.
He just keeps him close to his vest. That's all.
That's right.
God, remember how awful they treated him?
Oh,
Yes.
oh, yeah.
Yeah.
There was somebody that said that they were MAGA until they saw how they treated Zelensky that day, between him and JD, and
Yeah.
that changed them completely. That man is the nicest man, Zelensky, and that nobody
Hey,
needed to be treated like him. Yeah,
He's going to win the Nobel Peace Prize.
I hope so.
Oh yes, he will. Oh
But,
yes, he will.
Trump just can't stand competition.
No.
But they were on him about what he was wearing. So this time, the next time he came back to the United States, he was wearing a suit.
Yep. Yep.
And I think J.D. Vance said, "Oh, I see you wore a suit." He says, "Yeah." He says, "I see you wearing the same thing you wore last time."
The blue suit with the red tie.
Yeah.
They all look like clones.
Yes, yes, yeah.
My
All
favorite
in
story, though,
little
is
uniform.
of the shoes. Those shoes that Trump has for them all, and they're all the wrong size. Florsheim, right? Florsheim shoes.
Florsheim,
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. And Marco Rubio and his were, like a little kid wearing his dad's shoes.
Yes.
Playing around the house. I'm taking my suitcase and I'm going to work now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway,
Yeah.
What can you do? So
Yeah.
I wonder how the people who made fun of Zelensky and just really they were incredibly rude to him. I wonder how they started the conversation when they had to get in touch with him and ask about the drones, and would he be willing to share the drones that they have, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
How did that conversation go?
I know.
I'd
I'd like to be a fly on Mike Pence's head. No, on the wall. On the wall of the.
That was good times. You remember that when that fly was on?
Yes,
it was awesome. It was fun.
Yes.
I like this question because I also realized that they were doing Virginia Geoffrey's memorial outside that day. That was happening the same time as the dinner.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
You're right.
Yeah.
No one is talking about it.
No. Yeah.
And
yeah. It's
and she does need to be acknowledged. She does need to be remembered.
Yeah.
And
they had like 10 or 12 other ladies that were part of that were there, along with her brother and several other people. But I love that they're not putting it.
If that guy was able to complete his job.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. And oh my gosh, someone just mentioned here. Hold on. About Marianne from Revealing Light Tarot. She was doing a show, and as she was shuffling the cards and talking about it, she said, that she when she was focusing in on Trump and some of the things that happened, that she got the image of a duck. And
who was this? Revealing Light?
Marianne,
Marianne from Revealing Light. And she thought that it was quite funny that she would get the image of a duck. And first thing that I thought of was, if it walks like a duck and it talks like a duck and it quacks like a duck.
He's a sitting duck.
He is.
In July, I said 2 more attempts.
Yes.
Yep. But you weren't counting on the fake ones, were you?
I might. It's just on the news, so
Yeah. Okay. I get you.
Yes.
Yeah. I get you.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Yeah. Exactly.
And people are saying, well, they didn't do this with Obama or other people. Yes, there were a lot of assassination attempts. Doesn't mean that they were made crazy like this one does every time. Yeah.
And they didn't try to politicize it. And
the lame duck. There you go.
Yeah. Exactly. Mm-hmm. And some talk about him having to his depends need to be a larger size and all that really it's any day. Honestly, it feels like
His
any
language is
day.
so bad. He's just.
Yeah. Did you see the lady with that they took a picture and said, "Who is this?" And she's a blonde and she's got this big bag. And somebody said, "She's the nurse that travels with him and she holds the diapers in her bag."
Oh.
So that means she must be on cleanup duty as well. I know. I can't even imagine. I know.
Oh, please, please, please.
He's got to powder his butt because it probably can get rashes and.
Yeah, what's his name? Adam Kinzinger. He said that he's been close enough to say that he smells like rotten roast beef and butt.
Oh God.
You know, that drives Trump crazy.
Oh, I know it does. Sure. And you know, if we were nice people, and we would be nice people if people weren't so mean to the other side, we wouldn't even bring it up because that would, you know, just something that's personal. But
yes,
I love this picture. Someone sent this picture.
yes, yes.
This was today. They said, watch him go up on that stand with that panty liner and a tampon up his nose.
Yes. It's okay. I survived. It's okay. I've seen. Yes, I got the women out of there myself. I carried them out myself.
Carried Melania right out that door.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah. I'm sure she's thinking, you didn't pay me enough to attend this. Yes,
hazard pay.
I'm going to have to get some hazard pay.
They paid him to come?
Sorry?
They paid Trump to come?
No, I'm thinking he paid her to come.
Oh, okay.
No, yeah.
Yeah,
It wouldn't surprise me though, Linda, because you know what he has said? He said that because he's the one that got all the plans for the ballroom, that he's basically the general contractor. And so he's
supposed to get a percentage of it. Yeah.
Percentage of it. Yeah. Because everything's always about what the money, and the same for his Triumph Arc de Trump or whatever it is.
Yeah, and he got the deal with a foreign agent to bring in the steel.
Yeah. And then he did that reflecting pool.
Union members and said, I'll never let foreign steel take over. We're using only American steel. What a liar.
I know it. Yes.
Exactly.
I love this. I wonder too. He said on Saturday night that he was going to wait and have another dinner. Do you think it's going to happen?
I don't know. It's not up to him though. It's up
That's
to
true.
up to the press people.
Yeah.
Of
course. You know, I think that he wants to appear strong. He wants to appear like he's not afraid. But just like he did I will defer to law enforcement and what law enforcement has to say about, you know, what we're going to do next. He's going to do the same thing. And if they say no, they don't want to have it, then he'll go along with it and say, well, I defer to them.
Yeah, he calls when it's convenient.
Yes. Yeah, exactly.
But then change his mind.
Hey, remember how he stood up and said, fight, fight? That's how you knew it was fake. Because the Secret Service would have never let him stand up like that.
Yeah.
And
then Dan Scavino, is that what you were going to say? He started saying USA, USA.
Dan Scavino?
Yes.
It was.
Stood up and nobody said a word.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. Now
to me, that smells like the same thing as the fist pump.
Yeah, exactly. Well, folks, listen, we're at 53 minutes. I think we've pretty much talked ourselves out of a lot of things. But I do want to say thank you to everyone that's joined us. We're at 2624. Woo! Fabulous.
Thanks for being with us.
Yes. Yeah. Thank you for being here. Linda, thank you for joining us.
Linda.
Thank you for inviting me. I was able to take a little siesta so I wouldn't be dragging coming up here.
Well, we appreciate it. Yeah.
Absolutely. So
thank you guys for coming. Hey,
Uh-huh.
Ron,
Thank
and
you for
Tricia.
being here, and you all will. We will see you again next month. We're on the 11th and the 25th.
Yeah, Marina and I, at least. Maybe another guest. Who knows?
Yeah.
Exactly.
Thank
All
you.
right, you guys, take care.
Yeah.
Okay,
Take care,
folks.
everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bye for now.
Bye-bye.